be the wrong glove. Hey man, who we at? We're getting ready to run. We are going to do this. I think everything is good, so we can go. We gotta try and beat the weather. So it's not gonna be very far of a run. Oh, jeez. Don't mind me walking into a door. There we go. Actually, probably don't need this. Need my buff on because we'll see how the wind is. It's a little bit chilly out, but if the wind ain't too bad, we should be good. But we're not gonna do. Yeah, that wind is pretty chilly. We don't have a lot of time before the weather hits. I just checked the radar, and at most I might have half an hour, so this will probably truly be a 5K, maybe a little, we'll see. We'll try and push it to 4 miles, but it's supposed to rain. If it was gonna snow, I wouldn't care so much because my gimbal can handle snow, but it is actually supposed to rain, so like just a little further. Oh, there we go. Watch is ready. Just a little bit further north of us, it's supposed to be a mixture of snow and rain, but as far south as we are, it's supposed to get up to about mid 40s. Today it's actually probably 30. I don't know, I would say maybe 34 degrees out right now. It's not too bad, but it is gonna rain, so we'll run out down on the Mount Vernon. Just I'm a little worried about the overpass because yesterday it was a little bit slick, but there was a dry spot on the left-hand side, so we should be okay. Oh yeah, I can see the clouds. Can definitely see the clouds coming in. Let this guy go. us was on a mission. I didn't want to get ran over. Just gonna run a nice slow pace today too. Nice slow pace, because definitely got warm enough that I don't know if you can see back here, but a lot of ice coming across right there. Got warm enough that a lot of the snow started to melt running across the trail and the sidewalk, and then it dipped back down below freezing, so now it's all frozen. And I'm not wearing my trail shoes, not that it would really matter anyways, because if you're on ice, it don't matter what kind of shoes you have unless you're wearing some sort of ice trekkers or the old trick of putting wood screws in an old pair of trail shoes, that kind of stuff. So we will do what we can here. There's some old people up here, so I don't want to run into them because Omicron is going crazy here in this area, so I try and avoid people as much as I can. And I actually wouldn't doubt the way that I've been feeling the last couple days. I probably have it. That's because there's been I felt a little bit off, but I'm gonna get tested today just to make sure. I wouldn't say I'm symptomatic by any means, but you know, when you can tell when your body just feels a little bit off, and that's what I felt like the last 2 days. So we will get tested today just to make sure. The testing site doesn't open until 10 o'clock around me, so I got time. I'm gonna change camera views. Oops. There we go. Just because I'm supposed to go and meet with my replacement in the office tomorrow, and I don't want to be going into the office and spreading it around, so I'm gonna get tested. Otherwise I won't worry about it, because like I said, I feel okay, just something a little off. But there's also been just regular like a regular cold been going around too in my circle, so could just be a regular something like that. Probably not that, because usually like a head cold or something like that hits me, and it could just be also, since it's been cold this week, going in and out with my dog all the time, going from like cold to hot multiple times, messes with me. So it could just be something simple as that too. But I don't have any of the symptoms of Omicron or COVID. So I'm not tired. I'm not like, I don't have any congestion or a cough or a fever or anything like that. So but it did feel like I had just the like slightest bit of like body ache, but I have not been stretching, and when I don't stretch, I do get like my ligaments and everything get really super tight. And my lower back gets really super tight. And that causes a lot of my, like everything else, to ache a little bit. So it could be from that, because this morning when I woke up, everything did feel super, super tight. And I did lay around a lot yesterday, which could be another contributing factor, because I don't normally do that. I'm just gonna keep it a nice, moderate pace today, like between 9 and 9:30. Heck, I don't even care if I do a 10-minute, really. Just enough to wake up, because if I don't go for a run, I'm just sluggish all day. That happened to me on Friday because it snowed, which is what all this new stuff is from, on like early Friday morning. And I was gonna do the running stream, but the conditions were so horrible, there was no way I was gonna be able to do it. So this is the only part that I'm worried about with the shoes I'm wearing, since I'm wearing just regular road shoes. So I might have to just walk. In fact, I think I'm going to, because it is super slick. But up here, I know the left-hand side is clear. Okay. Except here comes that guy. And he has right away. We will just take it easy. Oh, thank you. And that was very nice of that guy. I did that yesterday too. There was a lady coming down, and I moved out of the way since I had trail shoes on. Going up was not too bad. Does anybody else get frickin' spam comments from frickin' spam accounts? Just, it's like mentioning you, and it's usually like oh, do you want 5,000 followers? Well, I wouldn't mind having 5,000 followers, but I don't want to pay for them. Like, what use is that? Like, okay, so now I have 5,100 followers, but only 100 of them are still care about what I say. So no, I don't want to pay $20 a month for 5,000 followers or whatever it happens to be. I could care less about that. I want people that actually want to see my content. So I try to be helpful and be interesting for runners or people that want to get into running, or my friends that like to watch my progress. There's a few people out here running, which I was not expecting. It smells like a Papa John's pizza. That's what it smells like. Just saying. Not saying, but I'm saying. That is exactly what. Those two are cute. Oh. Now, see, if Barbag was here, he'd be like, turn around and go talk to him. No, the girl is not out here running to be hit on. The tide is almost all the way out. It's going out, you can see, because of the current. But I can tell you start seeing the sandbar a little bit right there. Once that sandbar is, or once the tide goes out, I should say, all the way, that sandbar is completely visible. So I'm not gonna lie, I turned my Tinder back on, around the holidays, just because I haven't been very successful on there the last couple years. But during the holiday, there's usually more people on there because they're on break or whatever, and more time to do whatever. People looking for New Year's dates, that kind of stuff. And not gonna lie, I was like getting tons of matches, and I try to be witty and use some good one-liners or whatever. Out of all of them, nobody, like absolutely nobody messaged back. And I'm like, why do you even get on there if you're gonna match with people and not like message back or anything? Now some of them you can definitely tell are like spam accounts and that kind of stuff, but it is what it is. But I'm actually thinking about possibly not, and I'm not necessarily looking for a date or anything, but one of the things I do want to do this year, I am horrible about, I'm a true introvert. Now I love running with other people, running in groups and stuff. I really do love that. I also love just coming out here and running by myself with you guys, of course. I feel like people are, joining me on the run. But I think one thing I want to do is, since I will be done here, I guess we're over the turnaround point now for a 5K, so we'll go looking at the clouds. We'll go a little bit, maybe to the, we might push it another mile and see if we can get to the, maybe 5 miles today instead of 5K. But I think it would be fun to, since I will be living the van life and traveling around the US and that kind of stuff, just having like making a TikTok video and just telling people, hey, if you want to go like on a running date or whatever, hit me up and I will definitely make it happen. Whether it looks like something that could turn into more than just a running date, but I think just meeting new people is actually a lot of fun. It's just my introvert definitely comes out. Do not want to do that, but so it'll be completely out of my comfort zone. But I'm definitely thinking about doing that and seeing how much response I get. There's a lot of planes landing all of a sudden. There's that normal weird wind that hits the top of the trees every time a plane lands. It sounds like a hurricane up 20 feet above the ground. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not. And I'm guessing it's from the vortex created by the wing tips and stuff. But if I'm not expecting it, it definitely freaks me out every now and then. Because you don't feel anything down here. We'll see how far we can go here. So I'm looking at the clouds, and it looks like realistically we could probably go to the Washington Monument right now, but I can't tell which direction these clouds are coming from currently. I know on the radar which direction they're coming from. I like how that plane was banking hard going in for a landing. Which maybe they all do that, I just don't notice. I am excited to get out of here, that's for sure. There's a 2-mile mark, so I can go an extra, go to the 2.5-mile turnaround and head back, I guess. Might be able to do, I don't know. I don't think I should chance it and go any further. Because if it starts to rain, I do not want to ruin another gimbal. These things are getting expensive. $60 a pop. Dang, what is that? Like the 5th plane in like 3 minutes that's landed? It's craziness. Craziness, I say. These bridges keep screwing up my GPS, so I can never tell. I'll like drop down to like an 11 minute, I'm like, there's no way I'm doing 11 minutes, and then 5 seconds later it's like 5:48. There's no way around at 5:48. So later today, I'm going to do another live stream for. I really need to work up a preliminary racing schedule so that I can start developing some training plans Right now, I would say it like a rough schedule, you know, not a individualized training plan yet, but just this is when I'm going to start, and then set up my micros in there, because a lot of it will be, at least for this spring, will be more speed related. I am doing, or at least I'm signed up for, me and my dog to do, yeah, we're gonna go up to the 2.5 mile turnaround, make this a 5 mile, since we're so close. Me and my dog are signed up to race the Snow Joke in Montana, because they have a dog competition. We are nowhere, both of us are nowhere in race shape to win it, but I think she would really enjoy it. So we're just gonna go out there and take our time and have fun with it. I might only run like a hour 50 or something, but I mean, best case right now, in the fitness level I'm at right now, I would probably only be able to pull out like a 140, like 138, somewhere around there. But we will go and just have fun with it and see, as long as it's not, like, the weather's not going to be too bad. If the weather's going to be horrible, I don't want to put her through it, because that won't help her reinvigorate her wanting to go for a run. I think she'll want to do it, just because, like, she won't want to do it, but once we get out there, she's going to want to do it, because, you know, there's a couple hundred people. It is kind of the unofficial half marathon state, like, championships, I guess you could say. Can't be the official, because there's usually so much snow on the course, ice on the course and stuff, they can't get an official measurement to make it USATF certified. So sometimes it's a little bit longer, sometimes it's not. Thank you for the follow on Twitter if you're watching right now. Here comes another plane coming in. It is pretty nice out, actually. Yeah. I am a little bit tired because my dog, well, one, it was like 700 degrees in my apartment, and then my dog insists on getting as close as she can, but which makes it even warmer. Pretty nice out. I wish we had time there. Yeah, I don't think it's possible, because you can see the clouds behind me coming in. And that's kind of the direction they're going. But, like, if you we'll zoom in a little bit. There's a church I can see it, like, well, right there's the U.S. Capitol. You see the flag on the very top of the dome. That's the Jefferson Memorial. There's a church right there. And I remember I went, like, there's along the waterfront there, and then you come up over this little, to climb up to the top where the Washington Mall area is. There we go. Yeah, so you can see the front. Look at the clouds. This is the front moving in, and it's coming in like this. So we're gonna get rain at any time, so I'm just gonna have to head back. But one of the runs I did, because I love going and looking at like old churches and stuff. So one of the runs I did, I was like, I want to go over there and check that out. So I had to like weave around in order to figure out what street to go down and all that kind of stuff. But we eventually made it over there, and it was actually a really cool looking old church. Probably a couple 100 years old, I would guess. Maybe not quite that, 150 maybe. But it was really cool. Now that we're going into the wind, I might have to put my face shield back up, my buff, because the wind is chilly. But yeah, anyways, I will be doing here, once we get back, I will shower, make some breakfast, take the dog out, and so maybe at the most probably lunchtime or so, like noonish Eastern time, I'll do another live stream, and we can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about while I develop a racing schedule and stuff. I do have my fall ultra set up, which is the reason why I'm doing it, and I need to look at some possible other ones, but I am in the lottery for UTMB, the Triple C, but I only get one chance. So the chances of me getting selected first year are not very good. So I did sign up for the Javelina 100, which will give me 2 running stones. So next year I would have more chances in the lottery. So I would like to look at maybe another one just to put on the schedule, not register for it yet till I find out what my UTMB results are, if I got in or not. And then possibly sign up for another one that qualifies for running stones. Now, most of them are international races, and if I don't get into UTMB, I'm probably going to go to Finland and participate in the half marathon at the World Masters. But that's a little bit earlier on in the summer. Of course, that'll be international, so there's very expensive, so I don't have enough money this next year to fit in a budget to do some more international travel. So I gotta look at stuff that's around here. Problem is, there's not very many races that you can just get into. You know, there's other races like Western States that qualifies and as running stones, but those are also lottery. So I would like to be able to budget every year to go do some international races, either in the Golden Trail Series or the UTMB World Series. I think would be a lot of fun, but I'm not sponsored, so it is difficult for me to do that. And now I mean, if I really needed to, I could dip into my retirement savings, but I don't want to pay the penalty. I might do that anyways, just get myself completely out of debt. But I don't know, I'll have to see. Or at least part of it. Maybe pay everything off except for my my house. Because that'll save me quite a bit of money every month right there. But I don't know, we'll see. Because chances are me selling my house are pretty high. Because if I'm going to have a place somewhere, it's probably not going to be where I own right now, because if I'm going to go somewhere, like if I want to spend some time somewhere, it's going to be in the winter time. Well, I don't want to be up in the cold. And it gets cold. My place in Montana. But I don't know, we're going to see next year. We're going to see if we can get into the whole van life crowd in Baja California. Spend a few months down there next winter. I'm not gonna lie, that is a dream of mine to be able to do. Okay, good. Somebody was DMing me and I don't even know what chat thing it is. I have so many of them because I have a lot of international, I wouldn't say friends, but acquaintances anyways, that we message back and forth. So between like instant messenger and Instagram messenger and I don't remember what the other ones are. I was gonna say WeChat, but not WeChat. But those type of programs anyways. One of my acquaintances was messaging me just now, but I was like, you better just show the notification and leave. Otherwise I gotta swipe you away so I can see the string. There's a plane taking off right at the same time this one is landing. That's crazy. Like this one's coming down on this side, the other one's going up on the other end. Just kind of cool looking. My face is a little bit frozen right now. And my nose is kind of runny, kind of snotty, since we're running straight into the wind. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but there is a pretty decent breeze. And my coat I'm wearing is a little bit of a weather shell, but only up on the torso, so the sleeves are fabric, and then there's some vents on the sides that's just mesh, so the wind is a bit chilly going through. in my shell right now. I was looking at the requirements if I do get into UTMB, and not only is the travel and lodging and all that kind of stuff going to be expensive, but I'm gonna have to buy a bunch more gear too. Nice, dang, it is like just constant planes landing in the last half hour or 42 minutes. Well, probably half hour because it probably took us 10 minutes to get to this point. And I didn't really notice there was any planes landing before we got here. Here comes another one though, coming in to land. I see the lights coming in. You guys can see the clouds are definitely getting thicker. I think it does look like it's actually raining over there. So, which is what's coming our way. So it's probably a good thing we didn't try and push it and go to the Washington Monument today. Might have been able to make the Jefferson, but I think the Monument would have been pushing it a little far, because that would put us an extra, well, we would be turning around right now. So we will just be happy with doing 5 miles today, which is probably good anyways, because I need to work back up into higher mileage weeks. I haven't done a lot of miles this week. This will probably put me at, even though I usually end my week on, usually I go, well, depends on what kind of trade cycle I'm in. Sometimes I go Monday through Sunday. Other times I go Sunday through Saturday. But if we go Monday through Sunday, I'm looking at 30 miles this week is all, counting this. I know what that smell is now. Last time we ran through here, I was like, I cannot figure out what that smells like. It smells like Subway, like the sandwich place. That's what it smells like. Which doesn't make any sense. There's no food places around here or anything, but oh well. It is what it is. Okay, that was 4 miles. So we're actually going to get a little bit over 5. Probably closer to 5 1/4. Wind is blowing a lot of snow off the ramp over here. So it's not snowing, it's just the wind blowing snow off of the airport ramp. For those wondering why I just got passed, is because we're only doing a slow run today. Because yes, it is unusual for me to be passed. But we're only running, not that it's a slow pace, we're running a moderate pace. Let's put it that way. So we're running a 9:20, so. I hate to use the word slow, because it's not slow. If somebody's out here running a 12-minute pace and that's fast for them, that's a fast pace. So I always hate using the word slow because it's not a slow pace. Now it might be slower than what I run, but that doesn't mean it's a slow pace. Feels like it's raining now. So we definitely were going to be cutting it. If we would have gone to the Washington Monument, we would have been risking ruining a gimbal. So I'm glad that we're only about 3/4 of a mile from the end. I think my gimbal will be fine. But yeah, it is definitely sprinkling. So if I would have done what I thought we were going to do, it would have been perfect. But nope, I got to push it a little bit further. I got to walk because this is slippery. And I do not have shoes with good traction on right now. I got the Saucony Endorphin Speed V2s on. They're like good traction for dry pavement or even pavement that's a little bit wet. Definitely not good traction for if it's icy, stuff like that. Which any running shoe really, if it's icy. You can do better with trail shoes. Do even better if you have trail shoes with wood screws screwed into the bottom of them. But it is raining. We're going to actually pick up the pace a little bit. Trying to get back so I don't ruin another $60 gimbal. And it's supposed to rain pretty much the rest of the day. So, all this snow that is still hitting on, laying on the ground and stuff is gonna be gone by the end of the day because it will be washed away with the rain. I will say the smell right now, since it started raining, I love that smell when it first starts to rain or right after it gets done raining. That smell is pretty awesome. Oh. So yesterday I talked about how when I went to the grocery store, there's like zero produce, zero like anything really, no milk, no eggs, no fresh produce, no like the shelves were just bare. I'll just put it that way. And but I heard the guy say yesterday that they were expecting a truck in last night. So I did run there first thing this morning already, hoping so that I could beat the rush. And they did get a truck in, so I was able to get a little bit of fresh produce, get some more milk, get some other stuff. So they were still out of the sparkling waters that I like, But those are more of a luxury item. Anyways, so I just have to drink more regular water today, or for the next couple days anyways. But yeah, talking to the guy this morning, it's the first truck they've got. Ooh, geez. Ran right through that branch. Oh, no wonder I didn't see it going. It just hangs down right there at that spot. And my hat is hanging down, so I couldn't see it. Here we go. Pull my hat back up. Yeah, it's the first truck they've got since last Sunday. Which is crazy to me that a couple snowstorms like that has that much of a detrimental effect to an area like this. Because back home, those snowstorms are nothing. Like, you know, they completely shut down the government offices and shut down the schools and all that kind of stuff here because of them. I always like it would take a storm with 4 times as much snow, at least 10 or 20 degrees colder, and that kind of stuff in order for schools to get shut down, let alone shut down the government offices and stuff. It's just crazy to me. But I mean, I witnessed that when I was down in Columbia, South Carolina. It was like they'd get a 1/4 inch of snow. Everything was shut down. Like, they even shut down the army base here after this, or right before this last snowstorm, which wasn't even as bad as the first one, but I think the first one kind of surprised them, so they didn't want to take any chances with the second one. Try and dodge all the ice, especially now that there's a thin layer of rain on top of it. Well, it is a little bit chilly. It's not too bad though, but the colder temperatures really just zap my battery on my phone while I'm live streaming. Like, if it's warmer out, I mean, I easily could go 3 hours. Now it's like we're going 54 minutes and it just gave me the 20% battery left warning. So that was a 5 mile mark. So we're not going to make 5 1/4, but we'll get an extra 1/10 at least. We're almost there. Almost there. We just got to turn right and go 1/4 of a block. I need to figure out, so I put my exhaust fan in on my van a week ago, a little over a week ago, and for whatever reason, okay, we are here. For whatever reason, the silicone I used, like, turned to mush and it started working. Okay, we are here, everybody. So we did just over 5 miles today. So we did more than our 5K, which is good. But we didn't do our normal 8 miles, which is what we were hoping for. But I will not be streaming tomorrow because I have to go into the office. Tuesday undecided on. I need to go into the office as well, but I don't know if I'll be able to run ahead of time or not, because I'm meeting with my replacement, or at least I think he's flying over. He'll probably send me a message today just to let me know for sure. But so if that's the case, I may not be going on streaming on Tuesday morning, my run, or if I do go for a run, I might not be streaming just because I need to knock out something really quick and then get home. But whew. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining me today. Kind of a cold day. It is starting to rain again. It let up there for a little bit, but now it's starting to rain again. It's going to rain all day, so we were able to at least get a few miles in before the weather turned really crappy, because it's supposed to rain pretty hard the rest of the day, which is not like up north. 20-30 miles further north, they're getting just dumped on with snow and rain mixture, so consider myself lucky. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining me on today's run. If you haven't already, please smash that follow button, and feel free to follow me on my socials as well. You can just hit !socials, or they're listed all down below. Anyways, guys, thank you again for joining me today, and I will see you guys at the next stream. I will be streaming later today, just chatting while I develop my training schedule, that kind of stuff. So come join me here in about, I don't know, a couple hours. Bye, guys.